Have you ever wondered how a simple act of faith can bring about a tremendous miracle? This brings us to the intriguing story of David and Goliath, a tale that has transcended generations, teaching us the power of faith and courage. Our story begins in the land of Israel, where the Israelites found themselves in a dire situation. The Philistine army, their longtime adversaries, had challenged them to a duel. The Philistines brought forth their mightiest warrior, a giant named Goliath. Standing over 9 feet tall, Goliath was a terrifying sight to behold. His presence alone was enough to send shivers down the spine of the bravest Israelite soldier. Every day for 40 days, Goliath would stand on the battlefield and mock the Israelite army, daring anyone to challenge him. His booming voice echoed across the valley, "Choose a man and let him come down to me. If he is able to fight and kill me, we will become your subjects. But if I overcome him and kill him, you will become our subjects and serve us." The Israelites were paralyzed with fear, and nobody dared to accept the challenge. Enter David, a young shepherd boy, the youngest of 8 brothers. He was not a soldier, nor had he ever been to battle. David was delivering food to his brothers on the battlefield when he heard Goliath's taunts. He was deeply disturbed by the Philistines' disrespect towards his people and their God. David decided to stand up against Goliath, armed with nothing more than his shepherd's staff, 5 smooth stones, and a sling. When King Saul heard of this, he tried to equip David with his own armor, but David refused, stating that he was not accustomed to it. Instead, he placed his trust in the Lord, confident that God would deliver him from the hand of the Philistine. David stepped onto the battlefield, a mere boy against a giant warrior. He put a stone in his sling, swung it around, and let it fly. The stone hit Goliath right in the forehead, and the giant fell face down on the ground. David had defeated Goliath not by strength but by faith. The story of David and Goliath is not just a tale of a shepherd boy defeating a giant. It's a testament to the power of faith and courage. David, despite his youth and inexperience, had the courage to face a giant because he trusted in God's power and protection. The key points we can take away from this story are: 1. No matter how big our problems are, faith can give us the strength to overcome them. David was not deterred by Goliath's size or his taunts. He believed in God's power to deliver him from the giant. 2. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to face it. David must have been terrified, but he did not let his fear prevent him from standing up for his people. And 3, God does not choose the equipped, he equips the chosen. David was not a warrior, but God used him to deliver his people from their enemies. In conclusion, the story of David and Goliath is a profound reminder that with faith and courage, we can overcome the giants in our lives. It encourages us to trust in God's power and to stand up against our fears, no matter how insurmountable they may seem. Remember, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.